Her voice is on the haunted air by Letitia Elizabeth Landon. Her voice is on the haunted air, her face is in the scene. To me there is no other trace but where her steps have been. Not with the passionate despair with which it turned from heaven, and asked how could it take again the treasure it had given. Not with that earlier wild despair, nor gaze I upon earth and air. A meeker soul now subdues the soul that looks above, soothed by the sanctity that dwells around departed love. Do not grieve as once I grieved, when by thy funeral stone I flung me in my first despair and knew I was alone. Gradual, thy God hast given me to know this world was not for me. Thy angel nature was not made for struggle or for care, thou wert too gentle and too good for heaven long to spare. Thou wert but sent a little while to soothe and to sustain. The angels missed thee from their band and asked for thee again. But not till thou hadst given birth to many a holy thought on earth. Thy influence is with me still, my own beloved child. For thy sake hath my spirit grown calm, hopeful, strong, yet mild. I look to heaven as to thy home, and feel that there must be, so deep the tie that draws me there, some lowly place for me. The faith that springeth from the tomb, no mortal fears, no doubts consume. I think upon my early years, not as I used to think, with bitterness and vain regret and hopes that sprang to shrink, but with a solemn fond belief that we shall meet again. Thy pity, thy sweet content, could never be in vain. Taken a like word thou art given to win thy kindred unto heaven. It was the lovely autumn time when hither thou wert brought, not for the lovely scenes around, but for thy health we sought. For there was in thy large blue eyes too beautiful a light, and on thy young transparent cheek the rose was overbright, and the clear temples showed too plain the branching of each azure vein. Too soon we saw it was in vain that we had brought thee here, for every day thou wert more weak, and every day more dear. Thy hand, how white and small that hand, could scarcely hold the flowers which yet were brought thee with the dew of early morning hours. I seem to look upon them now, yet where are they, and where art thou? Where art thou? If I dare to ask, 'tis more with hope than fear, and every high and tender thought I seem to feel thee near. I gaze upon the silent stars, where lone and still they shine, as each one were a spirit's home, and ask, which home is thine? I feel as if thy tranquil eyes were watching earth from yonder skies. God bless thee, my beloved child, as thou hast blessed me. Faith, hope, and love, beyond the grave, have been thy gifts to me. For thy sake, dear, I look above, for thy sake wait below, trusting with humble confidence, and patient in my woe. To me thy early grave appears, an altar for my prayers and tears.